All right. We're here with Maggedon. I think Mag for short, right? Yes. And you're champ three, but you're grand champ last season. So, as we all know, it's slump time, especially at the start of your season. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. All right. Let's get it going. Du-du-du-du. It's not bad, but I think you gotta realize how much more time you have. You want to for this shot specifically, I would say right about here. If we slowed it down a little bit, you play it bounce, which I love, but you need to go left a little bit more on the ball, so you're kind of cutting the ball. Does that make sense? Yeah, so that's why you don't get much power off it. You do almost everything right, even getting the little let's see. Maybe hit it just slightly early, so it kind of feels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always have to remind myself anyway, which is like you have to hit it when the ball is bouncing out. But obviously, you're worried about Ainari on there. Um, yeah, so I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, I mean, it was almost everything perfect, but that's kind of what happens when you're a slump, right? Just like it's that 5% that happens. All right, let's have a look. Uh, I think you should be aware that it's likely that your teammate has this ball, right? So you know what you did, but also it's pretty simple. You can see the guys in front of you. You're off ball cam, which is great because you've looked and seen where your teammate is. You gotta believe that in Champ 3 that he can hit the ball at least, right? And this could have been a goal for your team, right? Because the other guy was pushed up hard. But yeah, anyway, let's get past it. But I think when you go down ranks, you feel like you need to hard carry the game, right? You need to be like instrumental in every part of the play, right? I can feel it, but it really what you need. I feel like the thing that separates people from Champ 3 to Grand Champ is the decision making most of the time. Obviously, if you have incredible mechanics, then you can kind of override your decision making. But people are great on the offensive, even in Champ 3, but they suck at the defensive, right? So you just gotta kind of let them be the one attacking the ball and being aggressive, and you just clean up. You'll be you don't need to play at your peak to get back to Grand Champ. You just need to play safer so that you win the games that you don't have to push yourself that hard. Does that make sense? So just like chill out just a little bit, 5% slower kind of thing. When you see yourself have time, then you kind of I like the cover, but you probably need to realize right here you need to get back quicker. You can kind of see that Inari is going to beat your teammate to the ball, so you need to get back quicker. So you need to recognize the danger. You want to be the one kind of covering the goal here. It's lucky that he doesn't have a lot of power off it, but he should have scored this, right? So, I mean, you save it incredibly well, but you needed to get there a bit earlier, regardless. I like the dribble play, but you need to do it earlier. So right here, pop it. I had the same issue. I want to bait them in as quickly as possible for every hit, but they're gonna dive into the ball. It's unlikely at Champ 3 level, even low Grand Champ level, you're gonna get as many like fake challenges, right? So you see the guy situated, play it straight, allows you to at least have a shot on goal, put some pressure. Maybe your teammate can clean up. Yeah. I like the lack of a big boost round. I don't even know if the boost was there, but it wasn't there. But it's good. You're playing on the play. Something I would do though is you want to focus a little bit on getting the little boost pads. These ones, right? I mean, I'm sure you know about them, right? talking about this. You wanna take at least this line, you know. It really doesn't it doesn't really get out of your way. It allows you to pick up some more boost, maybe get 50, 60. Then you can challenge a bit more aggressively. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, dude. Um, I've not been playing a lot of comp past couple of months because I work full time. So I feel you. Like the thing that kind of goes for me is always the the muscle memory in terms of where you should be driving around the pitch. You know, it 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 becomes less instinctive. So yeah, it's just something. Force your thoughts in terms of picking up those little boost pads, and you'll be fine. But you pick up that one at least. You remember. But I'd say if I see my teammate staying on the ball or like hanging around, I don't go forward, especially in Champ 3. Champ 3, obviously he should be getting out, right? But he's not going to because he sees ball and he goes, I need to get to it, right? So let the play happen. Don't push up past halfway. Don't waste your boost that you didn't get a full boost pad or anything like that. Don't waste it. Just chill. Wait. He's not gonna do an incredible outplay where he goes on the wall, then goes like on the ceiling, then does a flip reset, and then scores, right? What's likely to happen is uh, he challenges the ball, pinches it with this guy, and it might go over your head, right? That's probably what happens. And if it doesn't happen and he somehow gets control of the ball, he's going to take an age to take it up the wall and use up all his boost. Then you can just chill and wait for him to not do anything with it, you know? So there's no real pressure to push up in this corner. And there's no real need to push up so close because now you're on low boost pads and you can't really challenge hard on this ball anymore, right? And then you have to make like these are low boost decisions, right? The low boost is forcing you to make these decisions, right? So for me, something I tend to do, especially as I'm kind of like ranking up from if you're in a slump or something like that, is don't push really hard and like push up with your teammate. What I tend to do is I'll chill here, wait till it's halfway, and then there's no challenge happening. Past the teammate going halfway, then I push up because you'll have easily enough time to get there because it takes a while for this guy to center it, you know. So I'd much rather you sit inside the goal, chill out for a little bit longer, because a bad 50-50 is all that it takes for you guys to kind of get screwed. Cause he's no a bad 50-50 happens, he's definitely not in the play, and then you've got to kind of get back. You know, there's no real need to push up. He's not gonna pass it to you, is he? Right? Yeah, he's unlikely to pass it to you, and if he does, it's not gonna be a great pass, right? As soon as it gets past halfway, like because you're still chilling, like full boosting, you could have got here easily, being a little further back just in case. But obviously, you gotta read if a 50-50 is about to happen and all that type of stuff. But yeah, that's just a general rule of thumb that makes it easier, so that you don't concede those cheap goals that I find that happens. Um, it's your teammate's not playing the best. he's he's kind of staying in the field, which makes it tough. Um, I think I would have tried to control the ball a little bit more. Maybe tap it once and then kind of keep it on the wall a little bit to buy your teammate a bit of time. Um, I he's it's unlikely you're gonna score from here, right? You think that, correct? So who do you need to be part of the play? Your teammate, right? But he's in the corner, so you still anyway have to chill out with the ball a little bit. So you got to realize where your teammate is here, and then kind of play the ball there. So I'd be slowing it down, kind of maybe even play the ball, touch it, land on the wall, then kind of take it down to the ground. So that buys so much more time for my teammate to get back into rotation. Then do an outplay. There's no need to go for the fastest possible play here. All right. Because I can see that you try. Did you try and go for a shot there? Do you remember anything about that? So I see the ball go up, right? Or did you just miss? Okay. I'm personally not a big fan of. Is there a reason why you did a twist here at all? Like, what's the goal here? A multiple air roll twist. Okay, because it obviously doesn't help you get there, right? Okay. I mean, I can understand it, but obviously, for grand champs, I'd say I'm on the lower end of. I use air roll right at the end to direct my car where I need to be. Some people use air roll to kind of uh, hide what they're about to do, but it's obvious here that no play is about to happen. So you want to play this as safe as possible here because you want to just buy time. So yeah, because it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So do you think this is also your ball? What do you reckon? I'm actually interested. Actually curious because I'm trying to figure out what your thought process here is. Do you want me to go back a little bit? Cool. All right. So right about here, what's your thought process? What do you think? What do you think you're thinking? Yeah, but what do you think you were thinking about in the moment? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 So my thought process here would be: I see right about here. I know my teammate because of the boost trail. He's in the back left corner, right? So I th- I definitely think it should be your bull. I was just curious about your thought process. But you kind of need to do a little bit more with the bull here. Um, I can understand, something you could have done is played the ball side and then gone for a shot. So ball bounces out kind of thing. So you easily don't get dunked on, right? You play the ball side. Can you do that? Can you hit the ball and read it off the bounce here? Or not something that you can do? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's the play I'd probably have done because you want to make sure because they're watching for a shot on goal. I'm assuming, right? Um, so yeah, he is going for boost, which is great. So obviously the best thing would be shot on goal, but you can see there's a lot of power, and the ball's kind of like doing this. So you have a very big chance of just killing the ball, right? As you do when you go for the hit. So playing it to the side allows you a little bit more chance to have a bounce or something and then attack the ball, right? And then also not get dunked on. So I could see why you went for the shot on goal, but it's probably you have to be much more confident in your ability to hit such a rolling ball. And I think, yeah, you didn't go for your flip. Yeah, yeah. I yeah, I personally think you were in two minds there. I think you wanted to control it as well as you wanted to shoot and goal, and then you just kind of did, you know, both sort of. Because I could see you go, oh, I want to go up, and then oh, I can't go up, right? So I think the pop's an interesting idea, but if you're gonna pop it, you can't jump, right? Here. So yeah, I mean, I think personally, I might have gone if I was confident in the power shot, might have gone for a shot goal just to force something out of this guy to use all his boost and push it wide. Because if I shoot it if I shoot it right, I can easily come left right and then kind of cover whatever happens. Because that's for sure how he's gonna save it. He's unlikely to save it here, so that's probably what I would have done. But the play off the side wall is also a good idea. But I feel like this is just throwing the possession back to them, right? And obviously don't. There's no need to go for this, right? It's 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 a ball that he's gonna beat you for all money, right? And if he doesn't, then you want to be on the ground anyway to recover, right? Um, Obviously pick up few little boost pads, but also realize that this guy to your side is probably gonna try and demo you. So be a little bit more unpredictable in your rotation. Kind of like you could go like a little bit like that or break or something, because every time you see him go off screen, you should be like, he might demo me, right? It's just you want to, if you're second man, you want to kind of make yourself a little bit more unpredictable. Yeah, obviously you also pick up little boost pads, but that's just kind of that's just something that we'd all want to do better. Now I don't feel like the push forward is a good idea here. I can understand why you want to do it because you feel your teammates throwing the ball to you, right? But you got to realize that there's no way you're gonna beat them to the ball. They're so much closer to the ball, so just chill out, honestly. Let them make the touch. All they're gonna do is touch it. If you were back where you had picked up the big boost pad, you'd be in a much better position, right? Because the other thing you have to think about is that this guy, your teammate, is gonna pressure your teammate's gonna pressure and make sure that no dribble play happens, right? So there's no need for you to push up early. So yeah. Nice 50. I like it. I feel the panic. I feel the panic. Let your teammate have it. If you see no one here, every Rocket League player thinks they're the star of their own game, right? Yeah. So let him have it. It's fine. Like, I mean, I don't know how much boost he has. Yeah, he's got 88. I mean, you don't know how much boost he has, but yeah, let him have it. Most people are pretty okay at this level, at least to make some sort of play, right? It might not come off, all the time, but they'll make some play out of it. Don't hassle him, don't pressure him. Let him have his face. This just confuses him a little bit, I don't even know if he sees you. Let's see, actually. Yeah, he hears you though. He hears you. He can hear you boosting. So yeah, I'd yeah. So something I like doing personally, is I actually use like I was talking about the little boost pads, right? I actually use the little boost pads as a way to position myself a bit better. So kind of come off this line, right? Or come off this line. So you get lots of space. So you get boost as well as a bit more space, and you're spacing against your teammate. This line not so much, but you can push it. But yeah, these two lines would be ones that I'd be kind of positioning at, because it means that you guys are covering more of the field, right? And also, you get a better shot at goal from either here or here versus coming out and then in, right? To try and score. So yeah. Just the thought process. It allows you to have extra boost, also allows you to spread out. It's a win-win in my book. Because anyway, if you were mid, you probably get that ball either. And you also, if you're mid, you probably get a better shot on goal here, right? Do you reckon? Yeah. Yeah. Because this is a weak-ass shot. This is very reminiscent of my play. I understand this. I understand it's really awkward, but I want to challenge in something. Hey, honestly, you do a decent hassle. You just use up a lot of boost. Now leave. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you get the big boost. I understand that. I like the big boost deal. There's no need to push though. Your teammate's pushing. No need. And anyway, you hang back regardless. So there's no need to push forward because your teammate's pushing forward. You just use up boost for no reason, right? It's kind of like an indecision move. You want to play this. You want to at least hit this wall, right? Because it makes this harder for him to read. Don't just play it down to him. If you can get the power, obviously. But yeah, I'm sure that's what you're trying to do, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other option, of course, is you play it this way, and then it's still awkward too for him because he's coming close up. So there's a few options, but if you play it down to him like this, obviously it's a bad idea. But I think that's just air rolling your car into the correct space where the corner, you can hit it with the corner of your car for the maximum amount of power. So yeah, just something to keep in mind of. 100%. I recognize that also very much. I like this, but I don't like this. You should just go for the flick. Are you confident in the flick? So here you have low boost. You don't actually have enough boost to go for an air dribble, right? Mm. Mhm. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, better time to flick it, leave, and let your teammate push in. Okay. Oh jeez, this feels scary. Let's look at it from your teammate's perspective, actually. Oh fuck. Not the best. Not the best. You chose the wrong time to lose control of his car. Okay. I was wondering. He looked a bit strange in the back. Honestly, something I've been liking about your play is you don't just jump for a 50-50. You actually play your 50-50s a little smarter than the average person. Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it. It suits you well here. I don't know if I think exactly what you do here is the best play you could do, but I can understand it because you just want to push it above the guy who you think is below you. So I can understand it. But yeah, cool. I like you staying on the ball. I like the 50-50. Hmm. Let's see how you could be better in this play. Honestly, I think it's just a waste. It's a wasteful air dribble, to be honest. You should be realizing that you're not actually doing very much with the play and just get out of it, as quickly as you can. Don't just commit to a play that's just bad. It was a good 50 though. I like the 50 off the wall. Those are tough to do, especially with no boost. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Um, I would have. I'm not sure what I would have done in the same situation, but I can understand why you go for the boost. But obviously, probably want to do a 50-50 instead, right? Mhm. Okay. Sure. I think either move would have been better in terms of if you like had 12 boost, right? Really, 12 boost would have made all the difference. I think that's the moral of the story there. Don't just go to 0 all the time. Uh, it's an interesting move, but I might have gone early actually here. He doesn't look like he's gonna touch the ball, right? So maybe I might have gone roundabout. So here's my thought process. I've been like, okay, he's gonna get this ball. Now he isn't. Let me fly up, pinch the ball mid, let my teammate score. Probably the better idea here. I like the patience though. It's a good idea, but I think pressuring him a little bit as he's last man is a good idea. I like the bump. Um, something when I see a 50-50 happen, don't turn in on the 50-50, okay? You should be turning either at best neutral or back for a 50-50, especially as last man, right? If you turn in, then you're anyway going to have to turn out when the 50-50 inevitably goes into one of these directions, right? So let's not do that. And that's what happens, right? And then I think you kind of lose track of your teammate a bit. You need to be a bit more aware. Obviously, if you can, be aware of both your opponents and your teammate, but at least be aware of your teammate, Hear him. Do you use headphones? Yeah, so you should be able to hear him, right? So be aware of that. Because otherwise, stuff like this happens. Okay, now leave. Yep, good. I like it. I like it. Just get out. Chill out. Now leave. Okay, I rate the bump, but obviously because you're still in the play, DB does want to push, right? Let's have a look at it from his perspective, right? Would you push in this scenario? So yeah, that's why he doesn't push. So get out is probably the better idea, you know? Let him have no. Now you're just turning in. Let him go in. I can understand wanting that extra little bit, but you know he's behind you. Let him go. Otherwise, he's gonna get confused when he can go in and when he can go out. Even though in this position probably doesn't make much of a difference, it does make a difference in the general play of the game. You know, like a half second hesitation. You know, can I go in instead of yep, he's going out. I can go in. You know. So something I'll tend to do is I want to time myself going when I'm going to be either here, back post as close as I can, or inside the goal near post behind the line. So sort of here, you know. Try and aim for yourself to be in one of those situations, because when you take this line, there's like this corridor right here where you can own goal it really, you know. So you wanna take a near post as close as you can to here without hitting this little area here, or if you're gonna be static, just stay inside the goal like there. Because you can see now you're taking like the worst of both worlds, you know. This is an awkward touch. Have you been playing much ones this season? It's more than me, but it kind of shows here. You might not need to go into playing some ones, but you probably need to spend a bit of time in free play, get that little ball sense dribbling a little bit back better. You know, that might be something that you want to look into. Like I'll spend like 5-10 minutes just kind of um, uh, throwing like getting the ball on top of my head, flicking it as quickly as I can, then trying to get the ball on top of my head, flicking it as quickly as I can. Kind of gets you a good idea of um, the ball feel, really. Mm-hmm. Because really, in twos, it's rare that you get a full that you do a super out dribble play. You know, it's rare, right? Would you say? I I'd say the most important part of that kind of area is the flick, correct? So getting the ball on your car and flicking as quickly as you can is a decent way to surprise your opponents, and also a great way to clear from your own half. You need to you need to go out for this. I guess you have low boost, but this is. Do you save it? No. Let's see how. Let's see how you could have done this better. I don't even know if you had enough boost to go for this, to be honest, right? I think it stems from here. You don't need to throw this ball mid, okay? You lose control of the ball, right? Just stay with the ball, you know? Yes, but they know this is the thing that you're trying to do, right? So let's be a little bit more unpredictable and just keep the ball with you, right? You got low boost, just 50-50 the ball. If you lose control of the ball, it's fine. Just sit behind it. If you're confident in your 50-50s, it's fine to not throw it down mid. They're expecting you to throw it down mid, so play the ball close to you, and then if you can get it on top of your head, flick it quickly, and then leave and let your teammate push up, right? Yes, but unlikely for you to score it because it comes off the wall. Right about. So you get it here, right? Obviously, you want to. You beat you to that boost. As soon as I see the ball bounce up like this, off the wall, you see it's off the wall. I immediately change the attack that I go with. It's easier if the ball's on the wall and then you just slam it into goal. But honestly, here I have low boost. I sit behind the ball and chill out. It's a 0-0 game. There's no need for you to go for something aggressive, right? Yes, I can understand maybe missing out a scoring opportunity, but in the end, you get scored on because you throw a weak ball down the center, right? So yeah, and you know, you don't know what your teammate's ability to 50-50 is, right? And that's so keep the ball in your hands at least a little bit longer, and then at least you can trust yourself. Also, like it's so tough for your teammate to get a good 50-50 there. He's reaching to get that ball, right? Yeah, you do a much better speed flip than I do. I so badly lack it, but you fuck it up. You fuck it up so badly. Sorry, your speed flip is nice. Your kickoff not so. Let's slow it down a bit. You're cycling away from the ball. That's why you lose it so badly. So all your momentum's going that way. He's going this way. That's why he wins it, right? So yeah. So if you're gonna do this, you need to be here instead of where you are. You need to be like one car this way, so you push this ball forward here. If you land yourself in this direction, just kill it, and then stay with the ball. Because I feel like you have enough time to think about what you're about to do when you kind of figure out where you're landing before you land, right? You have enough time. So yeah. Because if you killed it, your teammate would have easily done something, right? He's cheating hard. I'm not sure if I would have pushed this. I see. So I know where my teammate is, right? Actually, no. I would have pushed it. I would have pushed it. He did. You did the right thing here because the opponent took the boost pad. Obviously, gotta practice that a little bit. It's a mechanic miss, but yeah, that's really all your fault. Slow down a bit. You can slow down a bit, right? Let's go back to let's go back here. So, is there a need for you to throw yourself at this ball? Yes, but as you get closer and closer to him, you should see right about here he's further away from the ball than you expect, right? So, and also what you've done is you're actually above the ball, not below the ball. So yeah, you don't have to go supersonic all the time. And it's fine if he makes a touch, right? What type of touch is he gonna make here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in terms of degrees of danger, I'd say this is probably a lower danger ball. Though your teammate's up your ass, so bit harder here. But yeah, I don't see much danger here. I do see danger once your teammate has no boost and he's come up with you. That's sort of why I'm not sure. In my scenario, I might not have even. I would have gone like, okay, my teammate's in front of me. Let him go for it. Even if he has low boost, right? You can see he just wants to go for it, right? But he doesn't know that you're going for it, right? So you have vision of him, he has no vision of you. So you basically cut him off, and now no one's defending the goal. So that's why I was saying like I would have let him go for it, but then I saw the boost had been taken. If it was me, I would have gone like he could probably make some half-higher challenge to force him to touch the ball, right? Then I clean up, boom it on their side, right? Buy all the time. There's no need for you to challenge here because there's nothing. If you're sort of back more defensive, right, back post or inside the goal, near post, he's not going to shoot a shot that you're not going to be able to save, right? So yeah, think about it. Think about it from that perspective. especially at champ 3 level. Grand champ, maybe you want to be more aggressive, but even then, I don't think they do that much of a difference in terms of a hit, right? In that same scenario, they might get a better hit on shot on goal, but that's about it, right? Yeah, but it's not about. I point out all the mistakes merely because I want you in game to think about what you're trying to do in a certain scenario, right? So for example, here the lesson that you're learning here is your teammate can't see you. You can see your teammate, but your teammate can't see you. So he's doing the right thing, which is pressuring the ball, right? Because he's closest to it, right? So you got to realize, okay, he's pressuring the ball. Let me chill out. Doesn't matter if he has zero boost or anything like that. Just he forces something out of them. That's all he wants to do, right? So your thought process here is, okay, he's nearest the ball, so he expects to go for it. He can't see me. Let him play whatever touch he wants to play, right? I can defend whatever weak shot's about to happen. The mistouch here is just, a mistouch. But if you want to play this aggressive, you have to be far more mechanical, Like, you have to really trust all your hits. And I feel like at this level, you don't need to do that. Play yourself out of the rut. Um, for me, I might not have gone wide, and I would have gone in. As soon as I see a ball go directly at my teammate, I go, this is going to be a weak hit. That should be a thought process. Let me. My thought process would be it's pushing right here or so I need to just push it wide. Okay. If it comes here, then at least I can turn in and cut in. It's unlikely that he's going to play it over here, and if he does, you might actually own goal it because you're coming this way, right? So here, as soon as I see a ball come towards my teammate, I go, I need to help him out. Okay. Or what I'll do is I'll turn in a little bit. As soon as I see my teammate sitting behind the ball, like if he kills it and sits behind, then I go wide. Just that slight difference in thought process there. But these are really minuscule things. Like it has to be like a gut feeling. I see he's awkward. I need to help him. That's the thought process that you should be kind of going. Obviously, once he gets better control of the ball, then I go, okay, let me sit and let him do his thing. I don't have to. I have a thought that I need to help him, but I don't make that my guiding thing all the time. Oh, that's a good one. You missed that boost, but I'll say no more. You're playing super fast, but I can understand why you're playing super fast, but let's look at it from your teammate's perspective, right? Okay, he fucked up that one. Oh my god. But you can see that he wants to go for that ball, right? You just gone from second man to first man by wanting to be super aggressive, right? But he's first man. Let him do the attack that he wants to do. Because he'll force something out of them, right? At Champ 3, they'll force something. They might not get the best hit, but they'll force something. You play off that thing. If you go aggressive, now he's going to constantly be thinking, can I be aggressive? You've kind of conditioned him to constantly figure out if he wants to be aggressive. That's why he's getting slower to the ball throughout this game. If you see at the start of the game, he's a lot more aggressive, right? Would you say? Mm-hmm. No, I understand. Totally. I want to take over the game, right? I need to take over the game. My teammates suck, right? At a base level. And then that's something you have to realize, when you start sucking, I just start, going, okay, I'm doing badly here. I'm the common element that we're losing, right? It's yes, it's frustrating to go, oh dude, why did my teammate go for that? They're at this level because they're at this level because that's their game level, right? But they probably are at this level, so they should win 50% of the games. But if you're losing, say 70% or 80% of the games, it's probably due to you, right? So yeah, just think about that a little bit. Go like, what can I do a bit better? Let me sit back a little bit, play a bit more passive, see what my teammates do, and play off that, Or let me try and be a defensive rock and kind of, let my teammates be aggressive. It's unlikely. Let me be more aggressive and let me really like work my mechanics to try and get everything, It's unlikely to be the answer. Let's be honest here, right? And because you're going so fast, you mess it up, right? You're like, I need to get here super fast. I need to get here. I need to get here. And then you just get destroyed by the most smallest of touches, right? But your teammate, on the other hand, if he had continued his line, what do you reckon he could have done here? Obviously, he fucked that one up. But let's ignore that. He probably gets a better challenge than you do, right? Because he's in control of his car. Okay, so yeah. I really show your teammates' perspective because it helps you illustrate how confusing sometimes your own play will be, I do like the challenge though. I mean, as in like you're forcing him to do something. Obviously, little boost pads, all the little boost pads, But I can see this is your tilted kind of part coming through, right? Oh fuck! I can see. I can. So here, I don't know if I would have turned in. He beats you for all money on this ball, right? So realize you're going to get beaten and play defensive. Your teammates are all the way on the other side, right? This should be, I need to head back, right? Yes. Now, if we say we stay on this direction, right? Let's say. Let's go back now. Don't you think I now am able to make a play on this ball because I have a little further distance, right? There's no way he recovers to get that ball, right? But if I had stayed a bit more back, he misses it. I can still challenge that ball much easier, right? Now you're killing time. Now you do something. I guess, yeah. Nice shot. But you could have done all that without all this misery, right? Okay. Cool. Oh. Pop it. Bad luck. You did all the right things except for the execution. But for me, you don't need to go for a perfect shot here. Okay? You gotta realize when you need to go for a perfect shot. I see my opponent in goal like this. I know I just need to pop it over him, right? You should recognize this from ones. He's dead to rights because he's static, right? He's just sitting here. So you play it. You just pop it above him. If he manages to somehow save it, you just score. You just need to put it on goal, right? That should be a thought process. And, let's be honest, your teammate can probably cut in and score too, right? He's coming from here. So you got to realize all the opportunities that exist. You mess it up, but you almost scored it. But you didn't need to push yourself so hard to score it there, Now definitely this is not you. You should be staying back, okay? So right about here, who's closest to the ball right now, sort of? Who's closer to the side of the ball? Your teammate or you? Let's go back here, okay? You see your teammate right here, right? So, now let's look at it from your teammate's perspective. Can he see you? What's his thought process here? Yes. Okay. So where does he think you're going? Yes. You've left the play, right? So what's his thought process now? Okay. Now what happens now? Okay, I understand. You could have taken that boost. He could have taken it off the wall. He could have done everything you did, but now he's gone out of the goal to get the other side's boost, right? And now the goal was open for a second, right? So play predictable to your teammate. Play unpredictable to your opponents, but at least let your teammates have some solace that he knows what you're doing, right? You're playing you're playing a weird challenge here, honestly. You go too low for this. Either you fake challenge, yeah. I'd have gone. All right, I'm boosting. I'm boosting. Now leave right here. Okay. If you want to go on the wall, you gotta match it at least. You know, you gotta be on the right corner. You know, like the right level. You should be here. Yeah. It's gonna pinch out and go this way probably, right? Or here. It's unlikely to go into their goal. And now you're stuck trying to get boost, and you mess up your wave dash. You have no boost. You know, it's just you can see how all these mistakes, because you do a really aggressive challenge, you use up all your boost to try and get there as quickly as you can. You have no boost for any other challenge, you know. And then you got to realize that the opponent's going to go for this, right? It's not a free ball. So play a little bit more passively. You're second man. Same as in threes. If you're last man, you need to guarantee that you're the one who can get to that ball, right? If you're going to challenge up, right? Now, obviously, we don't want to hit it off the top of the wall. So the less stressful thing you want to do, which is the way I'd probably do it, because it's twos, I just throw it up to my teammate, you know? I'll just pass it this way, you know? I'll have it roll. I'm gonna literally just pass the ball, roll it down this way, and then my teammate can go up, right? Okay? Yes. When you're in tilt and in a slump, don't do the most mechanical play. It's unlikely when you're in a slump, it's unlikely that your mechanics it's unlikely your mechanics are at their best, right? So let's play the safe play and just pass it down the wall. I can understand there's 10 seconds left, so you want to boom it. So in this scenario, I might have done the same thing, but yeah, think about it a little bit. Maybe I think you went for the right play in the time period, but any other time except for this, you know, like a minute left, I've done it there. Let my teammate control the ball and do whatever he wants. But I can understand you want to throw it wide quickly so that you don't get it doesn't go down to zero. So I can understand it here. But yeah, just think about that a little bit more. You don't have to make the complete optimum play right now. You just need to make a good play. Let the pros have the I can. Okay. Bump the guy. Okay. At this moment, you should be realizing this ball's going into the goal, probably, right? Now, who can save it? Who's likely to save it? I will afterwards, but you gotta realize that this guy's the only guy who can save it, right? So destroy him. But I'll look at the. All right, so yeah, might not have gone in, but I still probably would have gone for the bump play. Honestly, I'd hope my teammate can catch up to and score, right? I think this is close enough that I would be like, it's probably going in. Let me bump him. Let me have a free shot so my teammate who's closer, who's made the play, hopefully he can get to it. Because what you do next is a very difficult play, would you say? Honestly, you make the worst play. You don't need to pop it, right? You just need to touch it, right? It's a redirect. You don't need to you don't need to add extra power to it. You just need to redirect it in, right? You pop it up because you're like, I need to get as much power as I can, but there's no need to. You gotta realize when you're beaten, right? Right about here. You need to go up even earlier if you want to go up this early. Like you should have gone up here, really. You know, if you wanted to be like super fast beat, but it's unlikely that you. There's no shot on goal here, right? So yeah. Anyway, really, it was unwinnable from that perspective. Um, you lost it in previous plays, right? There's a few different times, especially these goals here, that you could have definitely done better things, right? These two were just based off of over aggressiveness and pushing the ball with no boost, right? Would you say? So yeah. Once you feel yourself a bit more, then you can play a bit faster. Let yourself get back into the rhythm of winning. You know, tasting the wins and being confident and being able to think, yes, I'm better than Champ Three is your first thought. Once you get to that and you can go, I'm consistently beating Champ Threes. Now I can go, let me add a little bit here, add a little bit there. You know. Do you have any questions? Uh, it's, um, when I'm working full time, you know, probably in the weekends. But I have a small period of time where I'm off until like January 3rd or so. That I can do something like do replays in the weekdays, but really depends honestly. Like it's more like shoot me a message and then we'll kind of arrange something, you know, if our times meet. Because I live in Australia, so right now it is uh close to 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. right now. No, it's afternoon right now, but yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So you can see why it might get hard to arrange something. So we have to kind of for something like that. But yeah, you didn't have any other questions though, like in terms of any gameplay or anything like that, or things that you're struggling with. That's good. Something that you can do yourself though is look at a replay honestly. You know, it might not be watching the whole replay, but you can watch the key moments of the goals or the almost goals and going like, hey, how could I have saved that shot? You know, what could I have done? You know, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Uh, Let me stop the recording anyway.